Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Operational amplifier or op-amps are incredibly versatile component in modern electronics. But did you know that without feedback, an op-amp is practically useless in most of the application? Today I will show that why feedback is absolutely essential for op-amp circuit. Let's start with how an op-amp works. An ideal op-amp has two inputs, the inverting and non-inverting. It amplifies the voltage difference between these two inputs, as the inverting input and non-inverting input, by an enormous factor called the open loop gain. For most op-amps, this gain is ridiculously very high, often over 100,000 or more. But here is a problem. Without feedback, even the tiniest voltage difference between the input will drive the output to its extreme, hitting the power supply rail. This is what we call it saturation. So we can say that without the feedback, the op amp is out of control, cannot produce a stable or predictable output. Whatever the input, it gives a saturated output power, and that make it useless for most of the practical electronic applications. Now let's introduce feedback. The magic that makes op-amp practical. Feedback means that a small portion of the output and feedback to the input. And this creates a closed loop system. And here is why it is so important. Firstly, feedback stabilizes the output. By comparing the output to the input and op-amp adjusts itself dynamically to keep the amplifier stable. And another reason, which is most important, is that feedback allows us to control the gain of the circuit by choosing the appropriate value of the resistance in the feedback so that we can set the gain to the practical and predictable value regardless of the op-amp open loop gain. So without feedback, an op-amp is just an uncontrolled beast. So with feedback, it transforms into precision tool that powers countless device in our modern world. If you found this explanation helpful, give it a like, subscribe it for more bite-sized electronic lesson, and let me know in comments what topic you like more.